The AfroPrenuer podcast, a podcast for African entrepreneurs, presents inspiring, innovative, and disruptive entrepreneurs from Africa as they share their lessons, insights, and learnings from their unique entrepreneurial ventures. I'll be your host. My name is Ogweno Stephen. Let's roll. Welcome to another episode of the AfroPrenuer podcast, where we bring you incredible African entrepreneurs talking about their entrepreneurship journeys, what we can learn from them, but also more importantly, what practical skills can we take from their stories that we can implement in our day-to-day life. And today we are joined by quite the entrepreneur, Madam MARRIE Josee Umutesi. She'll be giving us a brief of her introduction and a lot of her story. And without further ado, Marie, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. So could you give us a brief introduction to who you are and what's your background and how did you end up as an entrepreneur?
I'm MARRIE Josee Umutesi. I'm Rwandan by nationality. And I'm going to start with what I did at school. In high school, I did mathematics, biology, and chemistry, and then at the university, I did software engineering. And so where I started for my entrepreneurship journey to where I am today is in high school. Me and my friends, we decided to start we started a performing arts club, and we also started an art craft club, which led me later to me opening a company which does both performing arts and art crafts, because it's something I had done earlier and it's something I had gotten talents in. So I developed my talent and then you
sort of transformed that into a company. So, what would you say are some of the top 3 things that you've learned in your journey as an entrepreneur, coming from the art space into the IT space, which is what you learned, and then into the reproductive health, teenage pregnancy space? What are some of the top 3 learning points that you've had as an entrepreneur?
I'd say it's first being that I have to be passionate about what I do. Because when there is passion, of course, there's going to be you're going to be productive, and no matter the challenges you're going to face, no matter the discouragement and everything, you're still passionate. You're going to go forward with your dreams and what you want to do. And what the second thing I'd say is understand your workmates and make a safe space for them, because motivation is not only about money. Motivation is also about how they work with you, how they interact with you, how they feel free to tell you what's bothering them. So making a free space for them. Another thing is follow your dreams, follow your passion. Anything is possible with that.
Yeah, that's your favorite quote. Anything is possible. As entrepreneurs, one of the biggest things that we face is failures. A lot of people only tend to see the success that we face, but failures is a very huge part of entrepreneurship, and it's a very huge part of the process in itself. So, what have been some of your biggest failures as an entrepreneur, and what lessons have you learned from them?
My biggest failure was not knowing what motivates people we work with. There's this time in our performing arts company, we were organizing an event, and it was supposed to be a big event. And so we were supposed to be rehearsing, and then even our members were not showing up. And for us, we thought that money is enough to motivate them. Now we had to learn that money is not the only motivation.
It's not the only motivation.
There are a lot of things they need. There are a lot of things you need to be in communication with them to understand. So it was a failure because the event was going to be a failure, of course. But with that, I learned something from it. I learned that I have to know what motivates people I work with, so that they can be more productive. Actually,
So that's one What else?
What else? Another failure I've had is, I wanted to start something in doing handmade jewelries myself and selling them. I wanted to start something like that, and then I actually started. I bought materials. I started making stuffs. I started thinking about opening a company. I took my time, organized how, planned for everything. And then later in the middle of that, I realized I don't want to do this. When challenges started coming, when discouragement started coming, when I started being discouraged, I realized that I'm not doing this. This is not for me. So that's from that I learned that actually I was doing this because people were telling me, you have a talent. You should use your talent to make money. But I was doing that because it was a hobby. I was actually making handmade crafts because it was a hobby, not because I enjoyed making it. But I enjoyed making it, but I wasn't passionate about it. So what I learned is follow your passion. Follow your passion, even if because as I said earlier, even when there are challenges, even when people are discouraging you, you still go ahead. You still work to achieve it.
All right, exciting. Follow your passion, because otherwise, when it begins to become hard and it's not something that you love, you give up very fast. I'm not taking it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for listening, and that's a wrap for this episode. For more exciting episodes like this, don't forget to follow our podcast, the AfroPrenuer Podcast, on all streaming sites, and visit our website at www.ogwenostephen.com. See you on the next one.